You guys ready in the back? You got your proper white balance?
Yes.
Sam have to say his name again?
Yeah.
Sam, did I ever made you say your name?
No, sir.
No, sir. We know who Sam Howell is. Sam Howell.
How-
What did you work on in the bye week, or some things you really keyed in on to improve?
Just honestly, for myself, I just went back through the first 6 games and just see all the bad decisions I made mentally. Just try to learn from all those again.
Any physical things you wanted to fine tune?
Not really, just making sure I'm staying tuned with my mechanics, making sure I'm keeping my feet calm.
Were there a couple things that you learned going back that you made a point of emphasis to kind of work on during those 3 practices you guys had?
I wouldn't say there's anything specific. I'm just trying to make sure that I give our team our best opportunity to be successful when the ball's snapped.
You recognize mistakes. How much do you also recognize the growth that your game has had?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely recognize it. I mean, I think I've come so far from when we started this thing back versus South Carolina. So, I mean, that's definitely something we look at, just see, like, what we did and make sure that we learn from the mistakes.
Talk about your relationship with Donnie Brown. With you and Bo, what's the just connection there? It's like an end zone threat with him.
Yeah, you know, Bo's a really good player. He's a really long receiver. He's got a really big catch radius. So if you throw that ball anywhere around him, he's going to bring it down. So I have a lot of confidence in him, especially down in the red zone. He's a really big target for us.
How have you seen him grow since the first game?
Yeah, Bo's really come a long way. You know, he didn't have a really great fall camp. You know, he did some really good things, but he's done so much. He's done a really lot in the season, so he's been really effective for us. He's a really good player.
Coach Longo said that yesterday, said that Bo shows up on game days. Are there guys that you played with, and is he one of them that they may practice one way, but on the game they're just at a different level, and there's really no explanation for it, it's just kind of the way they are?
Yeah, and I've been around players like that my whole entire life, but yeah, Bo's definitely a gamer. You know, when the lights come on, that's when his best comes out. So you like playing with guys like that who bring their best every single time you play the game.
Sam, what do you think about the position that you guys are in right now, being in the middle of October, top in a 3-way tie for first place within the division, the fact that you guys have an opportunity to go out here and win a championship at this point of the season?
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely aware of the situation that we're in, but and the opportunity that we have. But honestly, we're just trying to take it one game at a time. You know, if you're too worried about what's a few weeks ahead, then you find yourself in trouble for that week. So we're just trying to take it one game at a time. You know, if we do what we're supposed to do every single week, then we'll be where we want to be.
What is it going to take this week against Virginia Tech?
Yeah, you know, we just gotta have a really good week of practice, and we just gotta be focused when it comes to Saturday, not make any mental mistakes. You know, they got a really good team.
Since you are on this track, what's been the vibe been like, you know, in the past few days here, when all is said and done, you know, you look and see that, you know, you're in the mix here. What's been the vibe like in practice, you know, I know?
Yeah, I mean, practice-wise, we've been having really good practices. Ever since Clemson week, we started having really good practices, and we kind of just, like, basically set the edge of what practice needs to be like every single day, and we've met that pretty much for the past couple of weeks, so we just need to keep that going.
Bo actually talked a lot about the energy picking up, especially after you guys saw the Virginia loss and you guys were in a tie for first place. Did you see a boost of energy or whatever when you guys first found out that you were in the position that you were in? Did that change the level of practice from the bye week to now at all?
I mean, I didn't think I really noticed a significant change. I think as a team, we know if we control, and we do what we're supposed to do, we'll be where we want to be.
You ever been to Lane Stadium?
I have actually went to a lot of games as a recruit. It's an awesome place, and it gets loud.
I wasn't sure how often you went up there as a recruit. So you're familiar, obviously, with what they've done over time. What do they do defensively right now that is kind of a concern of yours? And are you kind of looking forward to going up against the vaunted Bud Foster defense?
Yeah, you know, they do a lot of different stuff on defense. You know, Bud Foster does a really good job. He's a really good coach. You know, they do a lot of different stuff in the secondary. They do a lot of different stuff up front. So it's all stuff that we just got to be ready for.
Do you know any guys up there on that team?
Personally, the only person I know is Elijah Bullock. He's a freshman receiver that went up there.
Did you ever play against Dax Holyfield? He was in Shelby.
I played him in 7-on-7. I never got to play him in a game, but yeah, he's a good player. He's really physical.
Bo talked about how you're a pretty serious guy, and he's trying to establish this connection relationship with you guys that's important for the field. And Do you prioritize off-the-field relationships at all, or are you such a football guy where it's just kind of you guys are so focused on establishing a relationship on the field, or is it also your quarterback trying to meet these guys and post on the weekends and whatnot?
Yeah, you definitely want to establish relations off the field. I think you can get a lot closer with your teammates off the field, and that definitely helps you play better as a team. So that's definitely something, especially this offseason, I think I'm really going to focus on. Just trying to get closer with a lot of the guys. This summer and this spring, I really didn't have a whole lot of time. I was trying to worry about making sure I was personally ready to go. But that's definitely going to be something that I really emphasize in this offseason, get closer with some of the guys.
What's something you and Bo like doing off the field? What's your go-to activity?
I mean, just chilling, honestly. When I have time off, I don't really like to do much, just relax. Maybe play some video games from time to time.
Do you feel like there's more of a responsibility for you to go out here and build those relationships with your teammates, especially with you being a starting quarterback in your freshman year and, the leadership role that's going to be kind of like boasted upon you moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely that just comes with being a starting quarterback. Everyone looks at you as a guy, so you kind of guy has to hold everything together and try to make this team closer.
How do you feel like you're coming along with that process in your freshman year?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a process, but I think as far as from a leadership standpoint, I've definitely come a long way from when I first got here.
You mentioned Lane Stadium, are you prepared? I mean, are you aware of how loud it gets, that kind of stuff? Does that play into your preparation?
Practice-wise, we'll probably play some crowd noise, different things like that, just so that we're used to it. We honestly really haven't played in a really loud environment this year, so it's definitely something that we're aware of, and definitely something we're going to have to be ready for.
Coach Longo kind of spoke yesterday about how he kind of feels like what plays he's going to be calling in before he even calls them. I guess at what point did you kind of start feeling like you were on that same sort of wavelength with him?
Yeah, definitely just after going through probably the first couple weeks of practice and games, you kind of get a vibe for how he calls plays, things like that, and then just going through the week of preparing with him, you kind of know what he likes, when he likes it, and where he likes it. So.
All right. Thanks,
Appreciate
Dan.
it.
Appreciate you, Sam.